I think this is just a good sign of the college football power brokers being completely out of touch with reality, because their position, I asked them about this. I pushed on this. I wrote this. I said, this is a disastrous decision. The ratings are down 40%.
Oh, no. Last year, these were 15.5s, which outside of the NFL, those are NBA Game 7 numbers.
It's an incredible number that they got last year when they played on January 1. And I think the college football power brokers were arrogant in the sense that they were like, we're going to make a new tradition on New Year's Eve. Well, here's the problem. New Year's Eve has had the same tradition for hundreds of years.
And it's a big American tradition.
Huge. And I just think this is something they're going to have to resolve. To ESPN's credit, they've been pushing and saying this makes zero sense. 8 of the next 11 years, the game is taking place. These playoff games are happening on New Year's Eve.
And here's what's amazing. ESPN's paid a fortune for these games. And now they go to advertisers, and advertisers say, we're not going to pay for a 15.5.
100%. Any other business in America, if you had a proof of concept and then it came back and you got a 40% less outcome than you were anticipating, you would have guys fired, right?
Yeah.
Like, people would walk in, they'd be like, okay, CEO, you're out. Like, the board is going to replace you. This is a disastrous decision. But worst of all, I think, and kind of when you put your college football hat on because you're a big fan, this is just a disaster for fans. The game kicked off at 1 o'clock. Lots of people on the West Coast, lots of people have to work on New Year's Eve.
Clay,
I mean, it didn't feel normal.
I said
you sit down
morning,
and you're like, what's going on
Clay,
here?
if I said to you this morning, if I said to you 1 o'clock, Orange Bowl, Oklahoma Clemson, I'd say, what, ESPN Classics on?
Right.
It felt like the Peach Bowl.
It was a disaster. And I think that's the big takeaway, is that these college football power brokers don't really think about what the average fan's life is like. And so I like to go on and just say, how many of you are working on New Year's Eve? Most people with normal jobs work on New Year's Eve.
I was on the road yesterday at 1:30 in the afternoon. It was busy.